full guard. Full guard is arguably the top offensive position in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Bearing in mind it has more options. Mount and back control are the same. So mount and guard are pretty much just mirror images of each other, apart from where the ground is. So that limits where we can kind of go. Back control, the biggest issue people have with back control when we take the back is that their weight's generally on me. So that if they drive backwards, their weight's on me, which limits my motion, and I'm carrying their weight. Besides belly down, but once again, belly down, back control is their arms are generally underneath their body, and it's harder to get the attacks as well. So full guard, I'm going to cover the first part, and I'm not going to deal with the whole aspect. We're just going to have a look at a very, very basic combination here. This is, I guess, the foundations of the guard pass, and specifically what we're trying to do from the guard. So this takes away most of the different style guards, half guard, quarter guard, etc. And we're just going to deal with what we're actually trying to achieve. So I'm going to grab Tiana inside my guard, please. Full guard. Regardless of my gripping position, for Tiana to pass the guard, she has one thing that she needs to do, which is the contact point, my hips around her, needs to be broken. She can't pass my guard unless she breaks the contact point. So everything that we're doing for the guard passing is based around opening up the contact point or trying to get some space between our hips. So one of the parts that I see people do is when they start to do the guard pass system here is they start to try and push me away or get long range, and they try and pass. But if at any stage my hips stay contact with you, you're not going to be able to pass the guard. You're creating a space, but the space becomes usable for me, not usable for you. So once she starts pushing away, like I've got the space to start to manipulate her instead of her passing the guard, which is possibly why the leg grab rollover sweep or the flower sweep is one of the first sweeps you should learn, because everyone grabs the belt. Now I start to throw the hips backwards to pass the guard. I'm like, oh, okay, well, why don't you just start to turn my hips? I can start to sweep you. So what we're going to do to start with from here is we're going to have a look at the control position from my point of view versus the control position from Tiana's point of view. Me, I know that most people are going to pass my guard to my right hand side, to your left hand side. I hedge my bets by putting my right leg over my left leg, which means that if Tiana does try to break my guard by pushing my leg down, I have a locking system behind my ankles. Where my feet across the opposite way, there's no locking system. So try and lock my feet this way. Number two is I always want to realign. So anytime that Tiana tries to open the guard or come offline on me, I'll make sure, yep. Done. But not under your legs. So we'll start with that. Thank you very much, Tiana. So start with someone inside your guard. You're trying to move. So you're going to start someone inside your guard. Then try and basically push your hips left or to the right. Your job is shoulder shuffle. Try and keep realigned straight in front of your partner. Every now and then, just pull your knees to chest to see if you can break their posture down. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go through the just very, very basics. I understand that there's stuff that Emma can do to me to counter, but there's stuff I can do to her as well. I'm trying to get the foundation, just the systems going, so we have a very basic system. I always like to have one hand slightly high or one hand slightly low. This does two things. Number one, if Emma does try to sit up, my top hand pins her down. Number two, if she does drag my arm across and goes to the armbar, I'll put my weight onto this hip. As she swings to the armbar, okay. Biggest downfall, watch the arm drag over. So if she does arm drag the arm across to the back control, step up, rehash, start again. Okay, so one hand slightly higher, one hand slightly lower. Don't like if you confuse the jobs on these, you're going to get arm barred or triangled. So number one is if Emma does try to sit up, I've got control. Number two, anytime that she tries to arm bar triangle, I keep the pressure onto the hips. Number three, This is also the hand that controls the major lever, so I need to have this hand elbow on the inside, not elbow on the outside, which can go to butterfly guard, spider guard, triangle armbar, omoplata armbar, sweet, leg grab roller. Okay, so from here, okay. This is the way that I'm doing. Because I'm controlling the hip on this side, I slide my leg out 45 degrees and I'm pushing the hip down. My other knee goes in 45 degrees and I stay stationary. I'm not popping up to my knees yet. Watch again. So I apply pressure downwards and in 45 degrees to make a space. Slide my knee into a butt and hold. If Emma tries to realign, I've got the hips pinned. I've got the hips pinned. Number two, this is the part that I see people make a mistake. Do not step up yet, you're not ready to. Okay, slide backwards to get the distance between her hips and my hips. This will mean that there's no longer a threat of the armbar and the triangle because the distance from my shoulders, my elbow to her, so if she does throw it up, I don't even have to pull my arm out because my elbow distance is now below the hip line. And again, so from here, nice and cruise to get your grips. Apply pressure on the inside, pushing the hip down. 45 degrees, realign, slide backwards, make sure there's tension from here. Once I feel uncomfortable, and I've addressed a few issues, this also means that the cross collar choke's harder to get to because she has to reach for it. This is the part that I see people make a mistake. 45 degrees up, make sure she can't grab it. The leg, okay. This is the biggest thing that changed my guard passing game, this. The leg goes forward. It doesn't go down, it goes downwards on my weight going. I'm pinning myself onto the ground and onto her leg. If Emma moves her leg forwards or backwards, my arm travels with her. Go forwards. Should try and grip break. Put you in a pass position. So the biggest change for me was the pushing the leg forward, not down. Because I want to create space to move in, so I don't want to lock myself into position. Grips, inside, don't pass until you have inside. Step out, knee in the butt, under pressure, slide backwards. Step up, rehash, inside. To stop her from closing the guard, bring your leg up. And go this way. Stretch generally goes to half guard. I like this, so I like this. And again. Alright, you're on with this, my favourite pass. I'll modify this a little bit. Okay, so grips, inside position. Number one, pressure, 45 degrees out, elbow on the inside to keep the leg to stop from swinging back on the inside. Knees, step backwards, push the leg forward. You guys can do whatever you want to do as far as blocking out the full guard. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just from my point of view, for passing the guard, I don't like holding this with one hand. It can be manipulated. So I like to grab both of these. And that way, if Micah does try to move my hand left or right, I've got the ability to kind of hold it. It's a relatively tight grip. Number two, I don't like the belt grip too much because the belt can be moved. I do like to grab the gi pants. The gi pants also means that I'm on the hip. By grabbing up onto the belt, sometimes my hand goes too and it's easy to grip break. Once I'm on the hip, once I have pressure, I'm on the hip. And if he tries to grip break, this is a lot harder to grip break. This here, a lot easier to grip break. So let's just say I've got my position, my partner gets his grips on me. So my partner has the control on both of my hands, right? I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So what I'm going to do, make sure I have my elbow into the inside position. Right, step, come here. Now, but the part that I'm seeing some of you guys missing is that you're trying to open the guard or push the leg down from here. What I need is out, here, and I need that catch stretch position. So I need to create a little bit of space. If my partner's not allowing me to grip break and he's got a good control, you should be able to pop your opposite knee, split them. You should split them. Don't pop your knee because he's got the control of me. He'll be able to sweep me, so split them up. Pressure, inside. Pop it. If he's holding my hand, he can't stop my body. See, like if I'm here and he's got that gear grip, and I'll kind of play it a little bit. Oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so strong. Oh. Pass the guard. Whether you get to mount or whether you get to side control, irrelevant. Split them up. So, grips, hips, elbows on the inside position, 45, knee, catch, stretch, catch, stretch, catch, stretch, grip break, man, guys too strong, knee, inside, split 1, split 2.
That's not very nice.
1, 2, 3, let's go. This is the next part. We're going to have a look at it from the bottom person's point of view to build up a little bit of a game plan. So today's class is just building a couple of foundations that we're kind of going to build on moving forward. Just grab Emma inside my glider, please. And once again, I'm going to make a couple of assumptions that we deal with as we go through. So I've already got my grips from here. This is the most standard grip that you're going to get left hand and right hand from here. So Emma's already got her elbow onto the inside. She's got the grip pants from here. Sides the leg 45 degrees out. You can do, yeah, so 45 degrees out and knee in the butt. Okay, so this is the issue that I have right now is that anything I'm doing, I'm pulling Emma past my guard. And a lot of time I see people here, one of the biggest issues that they do is they start to go to try and rescue. They create space, and they try and go knee shield, which makes more space. I'm moving my hips away from my partner, makes it easier for them to pass the guard. So anytime from my point of view, and I'm talking more like defensive guard playing, not offensive guard playing, is anytime that Emma slides the leg 45 degrees backwards, knee goes in my butt, I swap my grips. Now this is the hardest part about the entire move. It's called a heavier leg. What I'm trying to do is try and put all my weight onto the back of my calf so that I'm heavy. I turn and now I've got the sweep on the opposite side. Because all her weight's one way and she's committed her weight the other way. But the downfall about it is my hand grips are the opposite way. So for me, when I'm playing this, so when I'm playing this game, I know that most people are going to start to initiate the guard pass. From here, if I'm not going choke, if I kind of go, I've lost the collar grip from here. Like, man, I'm too far away, she's created too much distance to be able to choke and the elbow's out of the zone. Let it go, change. Heavy your leg, turn with my hips. You're going to find this is going to be one of the easiest sweeps you're going to get. That's a really easy concept behind it. Definitely go be inside my calf, please. So most common grip this side, and this kind of it doesn't help or hinder. It's just a common grip. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break Declan down to get my collar choke, or I'm trying to grip break to stop him from passing the guard. He gets inside position, and what I've already said that grip on the gi pants can be really annoying for me. So once I kind of realise that my legs are opening, I go 1 and 2. This is the hardest part. My leg goes a heavier leg, and I simply turn the opposite way. And this is a really easy way to start to switch to get the sweep. I understand that my partner can post. We're going to deal with that in a second. It's hard for them to post though because I have control of the sleeve. One more time. So the heavy leg, this is a really weird concept. The way that I got explained it was that Declan's already got his leg up to pass the guard from here. And this was more on the previous pass. Can someone just turn that video towards me a little bit because it's filming so just a little bit more towards me. So what that I got explained this was that once we're in this position and I'm kind of losing it, if I can put all my weight onto my calf and straighten my leg and turn, he's pretty much got no balance. Not that he's doing anything wrong, but this is a really old school style pass system where you're coming up nice and high. So a lot of the passing now is a little bit more low level, where your legs are a little bit lower. So I don't have that option to raise my hips. So what I'm doing instead is, I could just use this grip instead, is who wants to push my leg forward? So I want to push my leg long and go heavy. Once I'm here, I've got the ability to start to put my partner. Yeah, so it's a heavy leg that people mistake. You've got to have your leg heavy so they can't push you forward or push it down. By raising your heavy leg, it allows your hips to rotate under to get to the sweep position, and it doesn't take too much to knock your partner over. Specifically, if they're intent on passing that guard, and you switch your hips the opposite way, they're pretty much going to fall over. So, guard pass, have your legs switch grips, and basically sweep the opposite way. Change partners, 1, 2, 3. Super important. Micro detail, super important. I'm in Declan's guard. Once again, we're in the position. I've got the inside from here, and I'm like a leg out, boom, 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 and I'm creating the space. Now, if Declan puts his foot on the ground, he cannot turn his hips to sweep me because I've got the inside position. This is what I'm saying to you, like when I'm out here, you've got to keep that and turn the heavy leg. So as I'm pushing, nice. Now, think about it this way, right? If you simply push this hand across your body and scissor your top leg, you're going to get the sweep. Because you turn the shoulders and then you turn the hips. If you put your, so what I'm looking for from my passing point of view on this is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 here, and I need that leg to be here. You cannot sweep me the opposite way. So anytime I'm here, if you think about, as I'm getting my grips, just straighten that leg, heavy leg, turn the opposite way, man, you're going to get the sweep. So you don't actually have to wait for them to open up your guard. It's as they go to push your leg down, you should be scissoring and heavy leg and take them the other way. If your leg's open, it becomes harder. Heavy leg is the only way you're going to be able to do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Does that make more sense? I'm not going to go too far advanced or, we'll do this. I'm going to keep things pretty simple, and we're going to build the game plan on it. So I understand that there's groups and what even this and this and this. But for now, I just want to keep the foundations. I don't want to go off on too many tangents, especially for this week where we're setting the core plan up to build stuff on. So like, I'm not going to show anything exceptional or anything that's kind of like hard to do for anyone. It's just very, very basic. Okay, so the control position on the inside from here, leg goes backwards, knee comes in, and right from here, so she's got her grips. What I want to do from here is, this is a part of the move that when I started to do this, it was a little bit different. So I understand already, if I come up onto this side here, that lead line, this is hard to grip break and hard to get the leg. If Emma have your leg, she's pretty much got the sweep going the opposite way. And even if I post, this is pretty much a triangle sitting. Just pulls her bottom leg through, so pulls the leg through and just shoots it, and we're, so posting isn't the good option. So the system that I started to do was I'll play what we call a low level pass versus a TP, a low level pass and a TP pass. So I get my grips once again, I'll make sure I'm on the gi pants or closest to the hip, I'm not on the belt and I'm definitely not up high. I was saying, 45 degrees, 45 and catch stretch. What I'm doing to stop Emma from re-rolling is I push her body over this side from here. So it's the gi grip that does the control and not the hips. So if Emma tries to heavy leg and push it across or whatever like that, she's caught offside. This is the part that started to really change my game, was I come up onto my toes and I push the leg to pass the guard and I just drop into the valley. Okay, good. 45. Knee from here, push it down and across. Make sure your elbow's connected to the body, make sure your elbow's not out, connected to the body. What I started to do from here is back out, come up. So this. One of my favourite guard passes. Your bottom elbow controls the hips to pass the guard. You don't have to rush this. You're in a really good position. So the way I started to play around with this was get the inside, 1, 2, push this across. And what most people do, they feel they have the arm bar or the triangle from here. So they've just lost their grips. This is a system that I'll play. Elbow on the inside, step, under, pass the opposite side. So they do go for the arm bar, I switch it to the opposite side. They don't go to the arm bar, I take TP and pass it to my left. On the gi pants, not the belt. Here, 45, knee, punch and punch it up high. I don't want it down low, which you can tell my shot, so it's up nice and high. And here, up, pass if you want to pass. They go for the arm bar. Yeah, so the whole time I have weight here, so and this is a really common response is people hold the arm and they throw the leg over.
That's a difference for the arm bar, isn't it? The bottom leg.
Well, she can't. She can't complete the armbar. So if I find that Emma has a really good grip, my elbow's below the knee, so she can pull that as much as she wants. You just make sure your elbow is below the knee. If I find Emma has a really good grip on the armbar arm, and I'm like a little bit worried about the armbar arm, okay, just drive forward, start again. You're not going to lose anything. I'm in the same. I'm not going to lose anything. Rehash, step back, bottom of the knee. So you've got a couple of options. But for me, pushing your partner to the side stops them from re-sweeping that side and opens up so many guard passes. It also gives you the underhook off the pass by default. Two favourite words, default. Few pants. So if they go armbar on me, they swing the armbar, I have the underhook. If they don't, from here, I've got this pressure where I can drop on the inside. So what we'll do, just grab someone your own size. It's a grip. Now remember, we're pushing it down, not down that sweep city. Like you're pretty much giving an armbar across the body, but because you have the hips, which is the first part of the class, the hand on the hips controls it, stop the armbar, you're going to initiate the guard pass. From my experience, everyone I've competed against at a black belt level would try and throw the armbar up and I'll pass the guard. If you guys, I'll put a video up about this week's theme. If you have a look at it, this is actually how I baited the guard pass and the open weight division against a 120 kilo guy. Let the arm in there, he threw the armbar, just step around and went past the guard the opposite way. Okay, 1, 2, 3.